Welcome back to Excel Media. I'm Jack.
This is Phil, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to provide the best customer service to build a six-figure personal training business.
Cool. So in a lot of our previous videos, we talked a lot about providing, the best possible customer service so you get retaining customers. But honestly, that's easy to say. So can we kind of dive into the details of what you exactly do to provide the best customer?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because the customer service is really the meat of the business, right? Like if you don't have that is your business. As a personal trainer, you're building relationships with people, and you're telling them how to like control their diets, and you're telling them to work out. You're like killing them in the gym. Right. Like if you don't like connect with that person, your business is over, right? Every single person that comes in is a branch to other people, and they all have mouths, and they're all going to be talking about you, right? So customer service is something you got to nail. You got to know what everyone else is doing, and you got to be better than them. A good way to do this is to start off at like a local 24 LA Fitness. You get to see like what the customer service is like there, right? I can't trash on them enough. Like I trash on them so much in these videos, right? But I mean, like, you can tell the trainer just doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? They're with their clipboards. I don't even use a clipboard in mine, right? I'm always talking. I'm always saying things. I'm always encouraging them, or like telling them how great they look, or I look at their weights like, yo, we lost 2 pounds, and they're like, yeah, we did it, and we're so excited together. You know what? And then, that makes such a good relationship between me and whoever I'm training. And like, if it's a guy like, oh man, like, dude, that wasn't there before, like that builds up confidence. Their confidence, and that makes them feel so good. And so ways I like to go the extra mile is I like to always tell them to communicate with me outside of the gym. Right? And this makes them feel like they're getting their money's worth. Right? I want to say, hey, if you don't know about food that you're out in public, text me and I'll text you right back, and I'll tell you, hey, this is what you should order if you're at this restaurant. Try to go for the chicken or the fish. I'll try to encourage them. I even tell them to call me. Like, hey, like FaceTime me if you like want to know, like, hey, is this thing good at the grocery store, right? I get FaceTime calls sometimes in my day, and I pick them up. I'm like, yo, like, let me see the nutrition facts, and like, that's so fun for them. They take this training home, and it's on their minds all the time.
Right, that definitely is going the extra step. Because anytime outside of work hours, that gives that feeling.
Exactly. And here's what happens, right? You go the extra mile, they go the extra mile, right? This is where the reviews come in too, right?
Right.
It's like, hey, like, we're like doing all this stuff, and then they're at home and they're like, hey, like Phil told me to eat this today. It's like, who's Phil, right? It's like, oh man, I can't tell you enough about Phil. Or Jazz or Christy, right? Man, like they're like, I've lost all this weight because of them, or because of me too, and like we're always talking, we're always having such a good time, and that always brings in another person to come in, or like they're talking with their friends see them like, oh my god, like what happened to you? Right? You lost all this weight. Boom, that's when they're gonna go the extra mile for me, right? Because we built such a good relationship with each other, right? Like on average, I'd say a single client always brings me another client. That's how good our customer service is.
Right, builds that referral.
And when you get to the point, if you've done your marketing right, if you've done your sales right, and if you've done your pricing right and your website design right, and you get to the point where you have to scale your business, it's super important that you get the trainers, you get your staff to care just as much as you. You gotta weed them out for sure. Right. I think last year alone, I unfortunately had to fire like 4 trainers. Oh. That's how much, because I pay really well for my trainers. Like more than any other gym does. They take more than, I think, 70% of a session, because that's how much I care about them bringing the same experience, that same energy that I bring to my clients. Right. And that's how they do the sales too. Yeah, I've so many times with my clients have told me, dude, Jazz is amazing. We like get along so much. She like gets me. We like talk about our stories, things like that. And yeah, so go the extra mile with that, and like, bring it outside the gym. That's my biggest tip. Take this workout outside of the gym, but you need that certification though. Don't forget about that, right? You want to be in your legal boundaries to do that first, right? So like, take this outside of the gym, and like have them always thinking about you, the gym, the process. They're going to be talking about you regardless. No matter what, they're going to be talking about you. And that's so big in this business. So customer service is the personal training business. And if you don't have this, I don't care how good your marketing is. I don't care how good your sales are. if you don't have good customer service, and if you don't go above and beyond, you won't be getting that sustainable business, because no one's gonna be selling for you.
Right. So
that's
how do you like you did say you kind of had to fire 4 trainers last year, right?
It's tough.
Right. So how do you find like the trainers that you have now, like the Jazzes that do care so much about customer service as well? Is it the pay, or is it the culture that you kind of create here?
It's the culture, and it's just the type of person they are. Like, I know some really awesome trainers. I also know some shitty ones.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're just gonna have to find it out. Just kind of test it out, see what it is, see if they're on their phones or things like that. You can see them. I'm always training right beside you.
Right.
You know, and what happens if I'm not here? What are you gonna be doing if I'm not here? You know what I mean? And so with Jazz, she's even better than me sometimes. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see when I hire somebody. And when I don't see that, man, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, I need this. Like, I'm very strict with the energy in here. I need my energy to be exciting, fun. I need this to be the best experience for everybody coming in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that makes it easier to work too. You know, that makes my energy good. Like, that makes me feel great. I love coming into the gym to do my job, because it's like, dude, like, it's so fun. It's so fun to reciprocate this energy and to like see results. Man, like, you can't get it better than that. You know what I mean? So it's tough having that conversation. It's like, hey man, like, you know, let's talk in the office. It's office. It is so brutal when I have that conversation.
Right.
But you got to do it. You got to have good energy in the gym. Yeah, definitely.
And kind of going back towards you know, being confident, going the extra mile, and saying the things that you need to make your client feel the way that they should. Say you don't have the resources to have like worked at a 24-hour fitness or outlet fitness ahead of time, or had any customer service. Like, let's go like raw detail, step by step. Do I go look in the mirror and like talk to myself first? Do I say go to a relative and practice on them?
That's interesting. So I think for this, right, is you gotta your first 10 clients are gonna be like your guinea pigs for sure. You know what I mean?
So don't kind of focus on the results of those first 10 clients.
It's also a skill. Build it. See how your clients react to you. You know what I mean? My first 10 clients, some of them were rough, and you know, we didn't get along, but some patience is required for them. And most people you're gonna get along with. When you're one-on-one with someone, you can sense the feeling of each other, right? You can sense if that person's bored. You can sense if that person's frustrated, or if that person's like depressed that day. You know what I mean? You can feel it.
Right.
So my tip would just be like, read the room, read the energy going on, and if from there, like, you know, make sure you're always asking questions. Right? Make sure you're always talking about that person, and then that's one of the best ways you can make sure that they really enjoy the training. Have them tell stories about their day or like their lives, things like that. Don't get too personal though, because we're not allowed to do that. You know, we're not allowed to give life advice and things like that. But we are allowed to build like a really awesome relationship that is also goal oriented. So focus on making sure that it's about the client. Like, you shouldn't be asking more questions, or you shouldn't be talking about yourself more than they're talking about themselves. Right. So I mean, sometimes they're gonna want to know, which is you know, natural. But if you just, the main thing I want to say here is just make sure the client is the one talking the most.
Right, and you just speak when spoken to, right?
Exactly. Not really. It's more like, you know, just kind of reciprocate, but allow them to kind of shine. That's what I'm saying. You can talk about your stories, but like, don't burden them with like your day or your negative energy, or like, you know, oh, I'm so tired, or like, things like that. Always just keep it positive and keep it about the client and keep it about their goal. And that's how you get the best customer service.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, like we said, right? So the customer service is what's gonna sell. That's what they're gonna sell because of that. So like, really, all the clients I have here are selling to their friends and their family, and it's because they care about me, and it's because I care about them.
Right. And kind of by having that good customer service, your clients in return become salespeople for you.
Exactly. And yeah, everyone wants to lose weight. So it's like the market never ends.
Yeah, hard truth. I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, it's just what it is. You know, just keep it up. It can be hard sometimes. There's gonna be people that you don't like.
Yeah.
There's gonna come across people that just bring you down. But what I say to that is just be patient, be loving, be gentle, be kind. just kind of, accept that, but kind of get that energy and like take it away. Try to keep it happy, keep it good. There's gonna be some people dealing with some things. So what I say to that is just be strong and don't let any anger or any negative energy get into your system. Always let them leave afterwards with a smile on their face. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Cool. And kind of just to get into the minute details of like, say there's a bad customer here and you do not feel the best vibes with them.
Sure.
Is the best tactic for you as a business owner to, as nicely as possible, to get them out as quickly as possible, or still try to leverage the conversation into a sale? Or?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So in that situation, I'm gonna be the best trainer. Like, this goes back to going above and beyond. Right? I'm not gonna give up on this guy. I'm not gonna give up on this girl for sure. Right. There's like two that come in my mind right now. Like there's let me tell you, man, there's so many times where I wanted to give up on these two people, but I never did, because that's going the extra mile for them.
Right.
Like they come in here like to transform their lives. I'm gonna give them my best effort, even if that means I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna sacrifice that portion of my uncomfort for them to get the results.
Right. And I think that's what separates you from the other businesses that would say, what, we're pushing them out. Yeah. We have the next person coming in, but then that in return makes a customer that could potentially say leave a bad review or say something negative to their friends, right?
Yeah, and this is what I mean by like, you don't get this. Sometimes you would get this at LA Fitness. I mean, I worked there. But I know like my trainer friends, they do the same thing, man. They go the extra mile and they're successful because they know this, they know not to give up. They know to really care about their client. They know what that means, man. And that's a lot of sacrifice for yourself as well. But once you get it, like the relationships you build, I built so many friendships here, I know so many awesome people from this business, and it never ends. It's like the best, you know what I mean? So, for those people, don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. Just be strong. Never let your anger ever show, ever.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's you also mentioned like another good benefit of giving good customer service. Besides getting the sale, obviously, right? You do build that network of people from all walks of life, right?
Yeah.
You never know, like he could help you the next day, you could help him the other.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, you have this whole web of people that are at your disposal to help each other out.
It's so cool. It's and these are high ticket customers always, what I mean?
Right, of course, for personal training, money.
Like they come from money, you know what I mean? So I met some awesome people here, business owners, people that it's crazy the stories I hear. I know like one person who made like $400,000 on like Bitcoin. Like he invested in Bitcoin in like 2008 or something.
Yeah.
And then like 400K. It's crazy, like the things I hear here. You know what I mean? So people like that, like people teach me about like stock market, like my taxes. Like someone like tell me about the houses on sale right now. Like it's crazy. You see a lot of awesome people here.
Right. So it's kind of like good karma, right? You never know. You just put out that good energy. You're always gonna get something back in return, whether that's small information here, little tips right there.
Yeah, it's networking. It's networking. That's what it is, and it's an awesome way to do it. Yeah. So basically, just to sum it up, go the extra mile. Do what no other trainer would do. Right. And that's what's gonna make the sale happen. And in some ways, I like to go the extra mile. I like to take the workout outside of the gym. Talking about nutrition, that's what my NASM, my diet certification, allows me to do that, because I offer the text, I offer the FaceTime, I offer the call, so that they can contact me whenever, and that builds an awesome relationship. That brings this like system back to their house, and they're gonna talk about it. It's gonna spread like wildfire. So make sure you're doing that with your clients. Make sure you go the extra mile.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And that's basically it. So let's talk about the next video, and it's gonna be how long it's gonna really take.
Yeah, the commitment part, right? That's always that's the hard part.
Yeah, man. But once you do it, let's talk about the income you can make each month.
For sure,
Kind of dissect my income.
Yeah, for sure. Dive into the numbers a little bit.
Yeah, for Aspire Fitness, the first month.
Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be an interesting topic. Yeah, let's talk about that in the next video, part 5.
For sure. We'll see you guys in the next part.
See you guys.